Hello and welcome to Alice's Garden a Plate. I hope viewers who are gardeners that love to cook utilize their entire harvest year round by garden planning, preserving methods, and recipes. If that interests you, like and subscribe. In today's episode, I am going to be going over all of the steps how to harvest your garlic. From pulling it out of the ground and when, to curing it, and also freezing the cloves. I have a few garlics that are still left. I know some people will get the impulse if one or two are ready, they pull the whole bunch. If you do that, you have an issue later on, possibly not curing correctly. So do wait for when the plant is ready. And how you check that is you go through the bottom of the stem. If it pushes in and is super crunchy, that means all of the layers of the stem and the leaves have dried out and it is ready. This guy is pushing hard and it's still pretty solid in the core there. It's not ready, and if I take it too soon, it'll be a waste. A garage is a fantastic place to cure your garlic. The reason, it's gonna have pretty much a consistent temperature, and you can open your doors and let a lot of air come through, but I suggest using a fan at least 8 hours a day directly on it so there is good circulation. After you have pulled the plant out of the ground, have the leaves whole. You're gonna just brush off the dirt, because if you rinse off, you're gonna lock in the skin some moisture. Moisture causes what? Disease and mold, destroyer of your crop that you work so hard all season to get beautiful and big. So after that, what you do is you find a place in your garage. You're gonna hang dry them. Some people do this really cool thing and braid. That's pretty awesome. Just wanna make sure that you actually fully dry out your leaves. Have the fan going on there 8 hours a day. You can cure within the temperatures I will post, and that'll last you 2 months. If you want to go longer with your cure and have them go all winter to save, you're going to want a said temperature of. That's really hard to create. You don't want to put them in the refrigerator. I know that's what you were thinking. I can kind of get that. If you go a little bit colder or a little bit too different from that, it is not going to preserve, and you will have an issue again with possible moisture. The idea is to pretty much have no humidity, said temperatures and conditions, and dry. So therefore your garlics can stay cured and no issue. The other option is the one I really like, is freezing your cloves. And I will go into the kitchen and show you all of what you're supposed to do, a nice close-up of how to do that. One of the reasons I really like to have the clove and freeze it, because I can get 6 to 7 months out of it. The flavor of the cloves will taste best within 3 months if used. I use every bit of one of them into salsas, sauces, all sorts of stuff. And what's cool, when I individually freeze them, I can grab what I need when I want it and just let them thaw a little bit and use it fresh, which is cool. That's why one of the reasons I like that. You get a long term. I don't have to have super sad conditions, and I don't have a mold issue because I pulled all the cloves already. After the garlic have cured and the leaves have fully dried, you're gonna cut the roots off. And then a few inches above the cloves, you will cut the stem. Peel the first layer of skin off so this is stored nice and clean and tidy. To store the garlic cloves, peel the skin off completely. It is easiest when you do this when you pull the plant out of the ground. I just pull the first layer of skin off, get a bag that is non-BPA plastic that is freezer ready, grab all those cloves that I also did another rinse and dried very well, put them in the bag. It will freeze from 6 to 7 months, taste best by 3. You can use the cloves that you have harvested. Not the frozen ones, but the fresh ones that are from the curing. when you plant in the fall, so therefore there's a longer period of cold because that's what stimulates growth. If you enjoyed today's episode, click that like button so therefore the algorithm will work in your favor. By subscribing to the channel, you will be notified of new content. Sally and I thank you very much for viewing.